What's up, guys? Either live or afterwards. We'll give it a minute to get going. It's always slow on Friday. It's Friday, isn't it? I don't know. I guess. So anyway. Give it a minute to get going. There's only one or two of you usually for the first minute or two, and then it usually starts to take after that. I don't know. Especially on Friday, live streams are always a little slow. That's good. See, now all of a sudden there's more people here. Hey, Paula, hello, and Steve-O, hello. What's up, guys? Good to see you. Hope everybody's weekend is off to a good start. I'm feeling, dare I say, optimistic at the moment, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that here in a little while. And hey, Big Voice PEV, good to see you. I had a halfway decent day, and I'm going to tell you about it here in a little while. New things have come to light, things that I ought to be doing, should have been doing. Don't know why I wasn't doing, but we'll talk about it. Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about it. There is this is a haunted building I live in, you could say. So maybe one of these days we'll do that, actually. So, anyway, I've had some crazy ideas about bicycle lighting, and, well, lighting in general. And I've already taken a couple of slight actions towards said crazy ideas. So we'll discuss that a little bit more as the stream goes on. But we're still slow to get rolling tonight, and that's okay. Shout out to everybody who watched part 2 of the ride, and everyone who hit the like button. I appreciate that very much. I hope everybody enjoyed part 2. That was a fun one to make. A fun ride to be a part of. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Hey, Melissa, hello. Melissa's Journey, good to see you. Everybody who made it in tonight and took the time. I hope your weekend's off to a good start. I appreciate that, Paula. I'm pretty sure I gave it a heart and a thumbs up. If not, I will. Hope you're doing well too, Melissa's Journey. I'm having a surprisingly good day, dare I say it out loud. So, yeah, anyway, I'll tell you more about that here in a little while. It always takes a little while to get these things going, especially on Friday. There's so many other things to do on Friday. Thank you, Melissa's Journey. Hope everybody's having a good day, though. I mean, it's a good day for a good day. Hey, Renee. I am doing surprisingly well today. I feel actually good. I've been eating a little bit better the last few days, and that has something to do. That's some thanks to you, Renee. I should say, Renee and Steve-O. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I've just been thinking more clearly and feeling a little bit better in general. And I hope everybody is doing so well at the moment. So nice of you to take the time. Anybody who's here, thanks again. Anybody who watched the part 2 of the ride yesterday. I can't wait to go do another ride. It's possible that I might do next week's ride, depending on how quickly things get here. I may do next week's ride on the scooter, just because I want to debut some new lighting that I'm going to feature under my brand. More on that to come. And I don't know why I haven't, done this earlier. I'm already in the LED lighting business kind of on the side still. But it's not what it was. So it's time for something new. I have something new coming, and a way to do something that people seem to like is good or better for less money. And I'm going to make that available soon, but I hope I get to show you that this coming week, which I'm going to, it's a lighting setup, but I'm going to do it on the scooter first, the Highboy S2R Plus, and it might be shocking. And it just occurred to me that I've been dealing with the factories that manufacture said materials for decades now, and just should have been making custom lighting kits and such all the while now, and don't know why I haven't been. But yeah, more on that to come. But get ready, guys, it's going to be shocking. Oh, hey Joe, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was such a blast to do. I mean, that was the most fun I ever had on a ride. And just a great way to go, I think, and just, I don't know, it was just a good feeling that night all around. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, and everybody else that checked it out, I appreciate it, and I hope you had fun. And hey, Liberty Tree. And yeah, it's an event. Always. I really enjoyed going through the convention center up to the second level, where they unload all the stuff on the second floor of the convention center. I went through there on the Ruckus once. I don't know if that's posted or not. It might be in an old video. But it's fun to do that on the bike ride. And yeah, the sphere, you can see the sphere pretty well from where we were. We weren't very far. And remember, if that video gets to 75 likes, I think it's at 50 something right now. When we get to 75 likes, we're going to have to go to the sphere and do a live stream. So that'll be coming soon. Hope everybody hit the like button, or anybody that wants to go to the sphere anyway, on the part 2 bike ride video. Let's see. Yeah, well, it's probably better to go tomorrow then, Liberty Tree. Get some of that good weather for the holiday weekend. It's going to be it's like the closeout of Vegas season here this weekend, like the summer Vegas season unofficially closes. It's still going to be hot for a while. We got another heat wave coming, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. I've had my fun with the 100 and way too hot degrees this year. 120 degrees was the new record we set in Vegas this year. And then that same week, we had 3 days in a row that it was 118, and we did the bike ride for one of those. And that was unpleasant. Summer is almost over, like technically. Meteorological summer ends this weekend, but like summer doesn't officially end until September 21st, is it? But it's going to be hot for the foreseeable future in Las Vegas. Las Vegas doesn't care what the seasons are doing. It's like, screw it, I feel like being hot. So that's what we're getting. Oh, yeah, I knew it was somewhere around there. Liberty Tree. Late September, it becomes fall. But it's going to be at least until then before the weather gets decent in Vegas, according to the long range forecast. So hopefully they're wrong about that. Hopefully it gets nicer sooner. It certainly can. We had a couple of nice days, like mid 90s last weekend. We wish we would have had that this weekend. I'm sure everybody who's coming here to visit feels that way too. So, I don't know. I've had enough of the summer weather myself. Although we've had a couple of mornings that, had a little bit of bite to them, and I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I'm just tired of being hot. Yep. No, that's true, Liberty Tree. Hey, Chet. Yeah, hope so too. It's been the summer that won't quit, and next weekend could be, some parts of the valley could be 110 again by the end of next week. Yeah, Joe, you got a point there. It's usually quite a bit better, not too far north of here. But I was looking at like Rachel, Nevada, which is the tiny town near Area 51, was like 87 degrees yesterday or something was their high temperature, and that's just a couple hours from here. Really, how come their weather's so much better than ours? But like they had a couple of nights recently down in the 50s, just a couple hours north of here, and we're still getting cooked every day. But hey, Vegas won. So, I don't know. I mean, soon it'll be cold and we'll all be complaining about that, but I'm hoping we get a lot of nice in-between weather. And not hot, not cold, just that nice Vegas weather that we always get some every year, but some years we get more than others, and I hope this is a more of it year. Sometimes it just goes from hot to cold. So, I don't know. We'll see what we get, but it's been a hot summer, and I wouldn't mind getting a mild winter, but they say, it's supposed to be, extreme on the other end come winter time, or at least that's what the weather experts are predicting around here. We'll have to see how that plays out. It'd be fun to have some snow. It hasn't snowed in a couple of years down in the valley, I don't think. 2 or 3 years maybe. That's always fun. Nice to get a good snowpack on the mountains too. So let's hope for that. No, still waiting for the right time and circumstances for that Big Boys PEV. It's coming soon. I can't say exactly when, and I know I've been saying that for a while, but it's got to be right. Everything's got to line up. I got to be able to say what I need to say about it. And I haven't been feeling it so much lately. Joe, that's a pretty good time. Early November is usually nice and cool, but not cold yet. Usually by Thanksgiving, it starts to get pretty cold around here. And then by Christmas, it's cold for a place that gets as hot as this place gets. You know? But hopefully we get some of that good in between weather. And then hopefully a lot of that in the spring too. Because I'm tired of not being outside, but it's just, I went out this morning. Did I go grocery shopping this morning? Days are running together, yeah. I went out at like 6:15. The sun was just barely cresting over the mountain, and it was already getting really warm. I mean, this is the warmest morning we've had in a while, and we've got a few more of those in the forecast. That's unfortunate. Hold on a second. We're being notified, guys. Hold on. It's like I paid money to something. I hate it when that happens. I'm sorry, I had a long list of notifications to go through. Um, Big Boys PUV, if you're still here and listening, I did get a delivery backpack. Not the one that I was going to get off of Amazon, and more details on that to come. It should be here in a few days. So we can get back out there and do some scooter delivery again. Thanks again, Big Boys PUV, for coming through with that on the bike ride. It was unnecessary, but very helpful, certainly. It would be nice to, when we get a little bit nicer weather, it's going to be really nice to get out there again and do some deliveries. Even if we're not getting great deliveries, just being out and enjoying some good weather and taking some rides is going to be fun. So yeah, backpack on the way, and more details about that coming soon. And also, custom LED lighting kits, like good LED lighting kits, the plasma LED kits, the bike wheel kits that cost $130. Well, it turns out I've been dealing with the factory that makes those for quite a while now, and just never really thought about it. So I need to just throw together a few dollars, grab some samples of these things, put a couple of different like prototype kits together, probably send some out. Big Boys PEV, you're gonna have to try one or two of them, and let me know what you think and if there's any room for improvement or anything like that. But these are the best strip lights, the plasma LED strips, like you've seen in the bike rides. I can get those by meters and hundreds of feet and whatever, from the factory that makes them. So I have one sample on the way, but they that place that sells the wheel kit, it's $130 for 2 wheels. I can get you like a 15.5 foot long strip with a USB-A connector that you can run off of anything USB powered for like $59, and guarantee it, warranty it for a year or something, free replacement if anything ever goes wrong with it. So I feel kind of bad that I can grossly undercut the other guy and offer a product that's as good or better. But I at least, I want to try a couple of things. And the one that I have coming so far is going to be right for the scooter, I think. So should it get here before the next bike ride, I'm going to have something special to show you. So, but I'm kind of excited about this actually, and I don't know why. I've been so unmotivated and unwilling to do anything lately, and just kind of down in the dumps overall, and health problems and just stupid stuff. And now I'm starting to think happy thoughts again, and this occurred to me today, and it's like, you know what? I have all the connections. I could put all these pieces together. Um, I ought to just be doing this. So that'd be a good little side project for me. Maybe I can make a few dollars here and there. You know, not trying to get rich off of this, but I'd like to get to screw around with this kind of thing. And if I'm doing it as a business, then I can justify, you know, here, well, let's try this. How would this work out if we made a kit that looks like this and works like this, and, you know, put it on such and such a whatever. I don't know. So much more on that to come, guys, but I'm feeling rather optimistic about things at the moment. Yeah, no, you're right, Big Boys PV, and I was in a rut. That'll happen, Liberty Tree. That will happen. So, yeah, anyway, I gotta figure out like different kinds of kits to make, but it shouldn't be limited to just bikes and scooters. I mean, this would be awesome. Like these plasma LED lights, it's like neon lighting but LED, and doesn't use a lot of power. So I mean, I could make kits for everything, boats, you know, there's really no limit. And I've been dealing with the factory for decades, go figure. So, yeah, I don't know. Some crazy ideas floating around in my head today. But it's nice that it's like my brain sort of works a little bit more today than it usually does. It's like 6 or 7 brain cells working today, which is pretty good, I think. So, I don't know. We might actually get somewhere, guys. Well, the lights, you know, Big Boys PV, the lights are just so awesome, I think. But, you know, when I see, oh, you got to pay 130 bucks for the set for 2 wheels, you know, it's like, yeah, I don't know. That's a little. I mean, I think, you know, a lot of people would obviously, you know, you see how many people have them in their bike ride, would say, oh, yeah, it's well worth it. Um, but they don't have to be that expensive, as it turns out. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be limited to any one or two types of things, you know? I mean, I could make aquarium lights. I did used to make aquarium lights out of other kinds of LEDs. I was really into aquariums and had saltwater tanks and everything back in the good old days when I had a lot more money. Um, but yeah, I mean, like make really efficient, really bright, really, you know, appropriately colored aquarium lights for different kinds of aquariums. Um, I mean, yeah, there's huge possibilities here. So, I've heard that, Liberty Tree. I heard it was, well, originally I heard that a couple of weeks ago or so, and then it, you know, like then the next day that it wasn't true. Um, and then again that it was. I don't know. It'd be great, I think, if they did that. I'd watch it. I don't know if I'd go watch it in a movie theater, but you know, like when it comes on TV or something or Netflix. So, anyway, Did everybody hit the like button on part 2 of the bike ride? Remember, when we get to 75 likes, we're going to the Sphere for a live stream. Could be this weekend. Labor Day weekend. Sphere live stream extravaganza. All you have to do is hit that like button on part 2 of the Wednesday night bike ride that we posted about 24 hours ago. Let's see. Yeah. I appreciate that, Big Boys PEV. Liberty Tree, I do like The Simpsons, actually. I grew up on The Simpsons. I remember The Simpsons as a short cartoon in the Tracy Ullman show, and then I was in 7th grade when The Simpsons premiered on TV, and I don't really watch it anymore, but like first 20 years or so of The Simpsons, I think were wonderful. I haven't watched a lot since then, to be honest. Just got another notification. It better come on, fingers crossed, guys. $1 million. Now would be a time. Now would be a good time to get that $1 million. Have a little startup scratch for the LED business. You know, fingers crossed. Hold on. I gotta clear out my notifications. There's too much crap in here. It's not the $1 million, but it is 101 degrees in downtown Las Vegas right now, and that's worth being notified over, I guess. So, it's still summertime in Las Vegas for the foreseeable future. Anything new on the Amazon list? Not at the moment. Nothing new at the moment. There are things that I need to put on there before a very long e-bike ride, but I haven't done so yet. For the moment, I need to throw any extra cash that I get at materials, lighting strips, connectors, potential rechargeable battery sources, that sort of thing. Get some things figured out. I know how I'm going to power. Like, I have one strip coming so far from a place I know that let me order one. Well, Liberty Tree, having grown up in LA, I know that lots of people from New York moved to LA to open pizzerias. So, having been to New York City and LA, I can say that the pizza is largely the same, because a lot of, the new restaurants that you might find in New York are also in LA. But LA style pizza, if that's what you're referring to, I know is not good. I don't enjoy it myself. I prefer New York style. But yeah, that's the thing about it. You get good New York style in Vegas, depending on where you go. You get good Chicago style in Vegas, depending on where you go. I don't know. It all depends. But style and I wouldn't put pineapple on pizza. My uncle would have some things to say to me about that. But yeah, Pizza Rock. Pizza Rock is really good. It's I wouldn't call it New York style, um, but it's good pizza. There is good New York style at Pop-Up Pizza. That's what it's called, I think, in the Plaza. And if you get it right out of the oven, get like a pepperoni slice right out of the oven, and the pepperoni's really good. I don't know. That's a good New York style in Vegas if you get it at the right time. If the slices have been sitting there for a while, not so much. But if you get a nice hot fresh one, it's quite nice. I used to work in New York style pizzerias for years when I was young. In Italian restaurants. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know when the first LED light is coming. It's coming from one of their factories in China, obviously, but they have a warehouse in California and another one in New Jersey. I don't know which one it's coming from, but they said it's coming from a stateside warehouse. So I can't wait for that to get here. It could be here by Wednesday, in which case we're going to take the scooter and I'm going to show you some awesome new scooter lighting that I'm going to make available under my brand soon. It does make it soggy. I don't like to put too many things on a pizza that make it soggy. When I'm having New York style, I like one, maybe two toppings, like pepperoni or something, which gets greasy and soggy, but if you eat it fast, when it comes out, it's not too bad if you don't let it sit in the box or on a tray for too long. But I know some people like to pile a ton of toppings on a New York style. I just like maybe one or two toppings, or even just cheese is fine with me too. But on a Chicago or something, a real Chicago, you can pile it on. Go ahead and throw whatever in there, and I'll eat it. Not pineapple, though. I mean, to each their own. Anyone who likes to have pineapple on pizza, that's fine. I don't eat it that way. I like pineapple, and I like pizza. I just don't like the two things together. But let's see. Yeah, well, they used to at a Florida pizzeria that I used to work at. They used to import the water to make the dough and the sauce. Cut the sauce a little bit, and people from New York would come down and be like, "This tastes just like pizza from the neighborhood." They're like, "Yeah," they bring the water down. But I've heard a lot of people say that, you'd have to be, I don't know, you'd have to have a really sensitive palate, I think, to be able to notice. I've worked in a lot of New York style pizzerias where it's all, pretty much the same. And I've had New York style pizza in New York. I don't know. I just enjoy pizza all around. And there are a lot of places around here that do it very well. I need like 39 more 7-Eleven rewards points and I can get a free 7-Eleven pizza, which is not incredibly good pizza. It'll fill you up, and it's arguably better than not eating, but that's definitely not like top of the line pizza. It's really not bad though. but it's not really good either. But it'll get you done. And 39 more rewards points, and I get a free one. So they're pretty good. You know, I used to have a bagel shop, Liberty Tree, a long time ago. The bagels weren't made in-house. They were made at a bakery down the street, but that was pretty good. No, there's Siegel's Bagel Mania. I want to go there soon. That's a legit bagel shop. I haven't been there in a while. Over by the convention center, we were over there, near it, very near it, on the bike ride. But there are other good bagel places scattered about. Sorry, I was getting lost in laser patterns there. I didn't link the light this time. I linked the Cheetah e-bike down in the description below, because on Amazon right now it's $11.99. It's $100 less on Amazon than even if you use the coupon on the website. Even if you use our $100 discount on the website, it's still $100 cheaper on Amazon for a very limited time, as I understand it. So if you've been waiting for a deal on a Cheetah, I'd say now's the time. Link down below. Check it out. Well, that's a good dream, I'd say. Liberty Tree. I need to have something to eat here in a little while. I had a frozen, it's like a Boston Market chicken broccoli Alfredo. It was okay, but yeah, I could have eaten like 3 or 4 of those things probably. They never give you enough in those things, so now I'm gonna have to eat something else, but I don't know what. I can make tuna, but I probably will anyway after this. I just don't really feel like it. Done a lot of things already today, and I don't know. I don't really want to get out of this chair. Yeah, I don't think so this time though. Big Boys PV. I think it was free delivery. Or last time I checked. I know some people prefer, they just feel safer buying things like that on Amazon with, the buyer protections and such, which isn't necessary when you're dealing with this brand of e-bikes. It's a good company and they stand behind their products. But if you can get it for $11.99 with free shipping, that's the best deal I've seen on it yet. That's a lot cheaper than the regular price. And it sure is a fun bike to ride, even the screwed up one that I have. I don't know. I got some ideas for lights on that one. I need power supplies is the thing. I'm thinking little power banks. They have to be powerful enough. I'm gonna have to test a few of them out. I might try a couple on Amazon. I might put a couple on the wish list. I don't know. And just try one or two here and there and see how it works out. Yeah, Liberty Tree. Yeah, no, I know. I probably wouldn't work for them. But, you know, it's good from a consumer standpoint. And they do pay me. So I have to like them very much, but I'm sorry for what happened to your mom. And I haven't seen Mike in a few days now, Paula, but the last time I saw him, he was doing quite well. So I hope he makes a full recovery. I hope Mike makes a good enough recovery to come out on a bike ride. Probably make him ride a bike, though. That'd be a little safer. Should be a little safer. The bikes go down the road a little more easily and freely. The scooters have smaller tires, and you know, when you hit ruts and cracks and everything, you know, it can be bad. It happened to Mike. It could happen to anybody. I'm always a little more nervous when I'm out doing the ride on a scooter, one-handed versus the bike. I don't know. Yeah, we could probably get him on the black bike, and he'd have a much easier time getting through the ride. And those big spongy tires and the suspension, it just eats up all the road imperfections. Those bikes are so good to ride around here because the roads are not great in a lot of spots. I mean, some of the roads are very good now, been recently repaved, but a lot of them haven't. So, yeah, these big bike tires just glide over everything like nothing. So, yeah, in the next couple of weeks or so, I'm going to try to put a few dollars aside here and there, get some samples of lights and connectors and, you know, power supplies and, you know, whatever. And, you know, put some kits together, try some things out, see how it goes. I think it's going to go okay. I know generally how it ought to go, and, you know, where to get all the things, all the right kinds of things. So, I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Big Boys PV. No, the bigger the tires, the easier you can roll over stuff. The S2R Plus has 9-inch tires on it, which is fine on smooth surfaces. And having, you know, air in the tires, it's fine on not so smooth surfaces as long as the cracks aren't too big. But yeah, having even just a little bit bigger tires does make a difference. I know that yeah, even the Max Pro tires made a huge difference, just being just that little bit bigger than the S2 Max. Yeah, I can imagine doing it all at once. They kind of do that here. They block off almost everything at once and only work on like a little piece of it at a time, like whole lanes and stuff. I don't know. I don't miss, a lot of times when I see people stuck in traffic and just, these horrible looks on their faces, like they're hating it so much. That's when I don't miss having a car very much. Other times when it's like really hot outside and I gotta go do something, it'd be nice to have a car with air conditioning, but sitting in traffic is such a horrible thing to do. Not a common problem on scooters and e-bikes. But with all the road construction in places everywhere, I mean, just maintaining infrastructure is a full-time job. Uh, so, I mean, they're always working on roads here, and you're always having to take detours and stuff, and that always, like, makes people more clustered together and pissed off, and, yeah, I had to go an extra 3 miles around to get to work today, and, that kind of stuff. I don't know. It sucks. No, I don't have a car. I live in downtown Las Vegas. I can get to everything on a scooter or on foot or in an Uber. The expense of a car in a place like this versus how much I actually need it right now, just like a regular car. I still want to get a van, probably a minivan, and do some long trips and stuff. Take a scooter and an e-bike. But yeah, it's like for what I'm doing right now, it's not necessary to have a car. Oh yeah, it's of course it's gonna get worse. And that's a big downside to living in a place like this. If you get around in a car, you're gonna hate getting around a lot more. Hey, Laney Grace. Not usually. Public transportation, I don't use it very much. My night's going okay, Laney Grace. Hope yours is too. Hope everybody's getting ready to have a good weekend. Memorial Day. Memorial Day is the unofficial start of Vegas season. Labor Day is the unofficial end of Vegas season. So it all ends this weekend, guys. Vegas season will be over. So if you missed it, you're going to have to wait until next year. But I don't know why. People come usually during Vegas season because it's the hottest time. So, anyway. Hold on. I gotta check something. Bear with me. Alright. So, thanks for all the likes so far, guys. Wasn't expecting any during something like this. But, yeah. Go figure. Thanks for all that. And we gotta go check later and see if we get to 75 likes. It's kind of getting stagnant on the views now. Nothing's happening with views on the part 2 from yesterday. So I don't know. Once we get 75 likes, though, we got to go to the sphere. So we haven't done that in a while, and it's almost good enough after the sun goes down, weather-wise. Well, not really, and not soon. I don't know. We can probably get out there this weekend. Sneak over there on a scooter. Real quiet like. Go to our special viewing and live streaming spot. Ooh, I'm sleepy. Woke up early, got a lot of things done. Had an overall productive day. A lot of progress has been made. There's a delivery bag on its way, or delivery backpack. Not a great one, but the one I had wasn't great either. So I'm gonna try this one and see what it's like. It's not the same one that I had. Since I'm not taking a ton of deliveries lately anyway, Uber Eats and DoorDash. So I just want a bag that's, backpack that's comfortable to wear and, big enough and good enough for, what it has to do. So maybe this one is. We'll see. More details on that soon. Maybe some delivery videos coming soon as well. I know I've been getting hassled about that. Why haven't you made any delivery videos lately? Well, it's because it's not very good and all my stuff is worn out. Delivery stuff. But who knows? But there's even a couple of fakers around here, dare I say, that are even starting to admit that, food delivery is not going so well in Vegas. Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, that sort of thing. And I don't want to name any names or anything, but some had been lying about it for some time. Oh, it's great, yeah, and I'm making $900 a day and stuff like that. Not that exaggerated, but um, and people even ask me, why do you say it's so bad when so and so says it's so good? And it's like, well, I hate to say it, but so and so is a liar. So that's the thing, and a lot of people say, well, why are your delivery videos so negative? And it's like, well, I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm going to show it to you as it's happening. If it's bad, I'm going to tell you it's bad. So, but I know some like to save face when it comes to that. Oh, it's not bad, and I'm still doing great and kicking ass, and every day is wonderful. And it's like, well, one day I hope you come to terms with reality. I like baseball. I enjoy baseball. I sure enjoyed going to that game with John J. Beckman. Yeah. It happens. Big Boys PV, but yeah, when we're out live, logged into Uber Eats and DoorDash, you can't really fake it. It's obviously not as good as some people are claiming it to be. There's no faking it when it's occurring live. Well, I guess you better love baseball, Big Boys PV, but good for you. I used to attend a lot of baseball games, Dodger games, lots of them. So, yeah, what the hell am I gonna eat tonight? I'm getting really hungry now. Can't even remember what I got today, all in all. Oh yeah, I don't know. I haven't been keeping up, Paula. I've been falling behind on a lot of things lately, but I've been kind of getting back up on others. Hey, Marnie. Hello, good to see you. Hey, Marnie, were you perhaps being interviewed near a lake on the news the other day? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at something here. I have way too many notifications to go through right now. How did this happen? Okay, nothing. Not too far, I don't know what you mean exactly. Out of the corner of my eye on the Weather Channel from a local Minnesota news station, um, something, there's, I don't know, like, I can't remember, it was like out of the corner of my eye, I was in the kitchen, and it's like, wait a minute, and someone had looked and sounded like you, and then I didn't see it again, so I don't know if that was you or not. Wasn't you? Okay. Somebody in your general neck of the woods, uh, I guess that, looked and sounded similar at a glance. But in any case, it's good to see you here. And hope everybody's weekend is off to a good start. Should be quite a weekend here in Vegas. I don't know exactly what's going on this weekend. I mean, a lot of people will be here, obviously, but I don't know like what special is happening. I haven't watched any local news in like a couple of weeks. I really don't know what's going on here unless I go and just like see it or hear about it when I'm out and about. So maybe we'll have to get out depending on what the weather does. Maybe in the evening or early in the morning, do some wandering around, some scooter rides, bike rides, something, I don't know. We shall see. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to spend about an hour with you tonight. Yeah, it is entirely too depressing, Marnie. The local news around here, there's a local news station that's usually not too bad. But they're like bleeding over into, like all the other stuff that some of us just are tired of hearing about. Um, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm like in the morning now, instead of the news, I'm watching reruns on IFC. They had Coach on yesterday, the show Coach. Anybody ever used to watch that? There's a Coach marathon and like Three's Company and Gilligan's Island and Who's the Boss and stuff like that. So I've been not watching the news in the morning, but instead like watching Gilligan's Island, which is obviously way better. Yeah, Coach was such a funny show, and I'd kind of forgotten about it for a while, and now they're playing reruns again on IFC, and I remember what a funny show that was. I don't know. I miss old TV too. TV used to be so much different, and now it's all, shocking and, murder mysteries and reality TV, and I don't know. It's like TV lost its soul. Oh, King of Queens, that was an awesome show too. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, no, I heard about that. Paula, um, God rest her soul, Marianne. Yeah, definitely very funny. Marty. I don't know. I'm glad that like old funny TV shows from, I don't know, like I think TV was good up until about the time of King of Queens, and then they just kind of stopped making that style of television, it seemed like. Yeah, I used to love watching TV, and now it's just like on in the background, except when it's Gilligan's Island reruns and stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, when you have all the information and access to everything at your fingertips all the time, of course that's going to have an effect on TV. But it's just, they're still producing movies and TV shows, even to show on, streaming services and everything. But it's just so different now. It doesn't have the soul and the feeling that it had before. Like everybody's so jaded, everybody's seen everything now. Oh, is he? I wasn't sure where he was, Paula, but yeah, miss him. The old man, he was awesome. I mean, there's still some stuff in there that I watch. I catch myself watching some newer TV. I mean, some reality shows I think are good as long as they're not filled with drama, as long as it's like, people doing things that are interesting. Um, but it's, yeah, Pawn Stars wasn't really the same after the old man died, for sure. That was a while ago now. I remember that. And there's big news around here, of course. Oh man. I'm gonna sleep tonight. I slept last night too. I overslept. I slept almost 5 in the morning today. And it's like, oh, I gotta get up and do all this stuff before it gets hot. Yeah. No, I knew that, Paula. I don't know exactly where, but they were both, quite a big deal in Vegas. Yeah, Robin Leach passed somewhat recently, last few years. That was a big deal too. I mean, he's Vegas royalty. Yeah, 5 is oversleeping. I'm usually up around 4, and that way I can kind of get my bearings and everything, get out the door, like quarter to 6, start getting things done, without rushing around too much. But yeah, it's like 4:56 a.m. and I looked at my phone. It's like it's got to be like 3 something in the morning. It's like 4:56. Oh God, I gotta get up. Yeah, this time of year, especially getting around on 2 wheels, Marnie, it's been habit for a long time now. In the summertime, just adjusting the schedule to get it all done when it's okay to be outside. We're gonna still get, like, in September, we're gonna have low temperatures of like 86, which is crazy. We got another heat wave coming, and I'm so over it. Oh wow. Well, yeah. I mean, Tony Curtis is a pretty big deal here. Well, that's all, I mean, yeah, all late night talk has been about politics lately, it seems, which is a shame, in some manner or another. I mean, I don't know. So I try to avoid all of it in general. Or, I mean, you're never going to avoid all of it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, I'm not necessarily looking forward to winter, Marnie, because it does get cold here. Not like cold for you guys, but considering how hot it gets here, it gets very cold by contrast. So I'm not excited about winter ever necessarily. I like the in between, you know. When some places are starting to get very cold, we're starting to get decent. Yeah. So as early as September, we can start to get some pretty nice weather, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that for at least the first couple of weeks of September. It's still going to be summertime. Yeah, 70s, beautiful, perfect. We get a lot of perfect days around here. Some years more than others, but we get absolutely perfect weather in Las Vegas, just scattered, a day or two here and there. So I hope we get more than less this year. Like, we have a nice transition between summer and winter and some good in between weather, because there's been plenty of years here where it stays hot until November and then it gets cold. And that's a ripoff. I can imagine you hate snow, yeah. If you get as much of it as you do. Marnie, we enjoy the occasional snow here because it's a real treat for us in a place like this. But yeah, we don't ever have to like shovel snow, you know? And it's a very rare occurrence down here in the valley. Oh yeah, driving in it, I can imagine. I used to live up on the hillside, and there's been a couple of times here that I've gone out driving in snow that I thought maybe I should have, waited till another time. Like, it used to pile up. If you get up in elevation a little bit, you can get some accumulation. But yeah, nothing like you guys get at all. So shout out again to everybody who tuned in or watched tuned in for the live stream and then watched the part 2 of the bike ride the next day. And thanks to everybody who hit the like button on either of those. Goes a long way. We really need to get the likes on the bike rides for sure. So thanks to everybody who hit that like button. I hope not, Marnie. I know that's usually how it goes, but yeah, maybe you get 2 good years in a row. I'm hoping we get a mild winter here. I'm hoping we just have nice weather until it gets hot again, pretty much. And it will get hot again. There's never any getting around that. But if we could just have really nice weather in the meantime, that would sure help a lot. We're due for a year like that, I think. Yeah, I guess, Marnie. I mean, you have to take it as it comes. It'd be nice to have some kind of weather control. That's what somebody needs to invent. Let's just have, perfect weather all the time, but then you'd never appreciate it, and then people would miss rain, and I don't know. So I guess it's going to have to stay random. But it'd be nice to, in the summertime, let's not let it get too hot. In the wintertime, let's not let it get too cold. It's still got to rain and snow, obviously. But there have been an awful lot of extremes in recent years, it seems like. Like every passing season, it's new. Like craziest weather ever and 1,000-year storms and all of that. I don't know. Somebody needs to get a handle on that, I think. Yeah, it is kind of hot for Northern California. It's 100 here now. Hey, Eric. And thank you. Thank you for enjoying the ride anyway, coming along. Yeah. No, it did get a little intense. And, smushed together, kind of. Yeah, I can handle hot, but not like extreme hot. I don't enjoy that. But, just regular old hot weather is okay, I think. But beyond that, I don't enjoy it. And I know a lot of points east of here have had some really hot weather the last few days. Like Nashville was 101 or something a couple of days ago, and that's crazy. Because, there's humidity involved too. And those are places that don't normally get that hot. Yeah, and that's another thing. That's another thing I don't miss about the eastern states is humidity. I never adjusted to humidity. All the years I spent in Florida, I probably spent 20 years in Florida spread out over my lifetime, not consecutively. Gone back and forth and still, knowing what I was in for, but still just never getting used to it. My son lives in Florida, my dad lives in Florida. They seem to be just fine with it. But I never handled the humidity as well as I handle like the desert heat, I think. Yeah, some people I guess just never get used to it, Marnie, but some people get never get used to the desert heat either. I'm as used to it as I'm ever gonna be. I mean, extreme heat is extreme heat. There's only so much that an average human body can take. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I prefer a dry heat if I have a choice, but dry heat can be more deadly because of the higher temperatures. But humidity, the heat index, I remember that. That's the term that they used to use in Florida all the time. The heat index, when it's, 90 something degrees outside and it feels like 114, that sucks. That's really hot. I mean, that feels just as bad. I used to work outside at a garden center part time at Home Depot. Just health insurance. You could work like 11 hours a week and get health insurance, and they made me work more than that. Though, and it would get so hot out there in the summertime. 90 something degrees with high humidity, like right before a thunderstorm rolls in or something, and it's just sweltering, 100% humidity, and feels like you're just gonna, like you're getting poached or something, or boiled alive. That's unpleasant. I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy extreme heat in any form, humid, dry, whatever. So I'm ready for some, just even if it's just hot, just regular hot, not hot, hot. Give us a few of those. It's like 104 today. That's not too bad. It'd be nice if we could keep it at or below 100 this time of year, which is like average weather. I'd be all right with that, but they say by the end of next week, towards the end of next week, it could get to 110 again, and it's just too late for that. I'm not looking forward to that at all. But I don't know. I've been rambling on for longer than I expected to tonight. I just wanted to spend a little time with you, tell you about some of my crazy ideas. Wheels are already in motion. There's already one strip of lights coming, and I gotta, piece together some more things. Put some lighting kits together for bikes and scooters at least. Get started that way, and then kind of branch out from there, I guess. But I don't know why this didn't occur to me sooner. I guess I just wasn't, thinking those kinds of thoughts lately. But in any case, I don't know. I sure do appreciate you guys taking the time and coming and saying hello and hanging out. And even if you're just lurking, that's cool too. You can lurk. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button. Um, Moderators, chatters, lurkers, everybody. So, hope everybody has a wonderful Labor Day weekend. I'm gonna check in with you a bunch, or a couple times anyway, and we'll see what's happening. Maybe we go out in the morning. Maybe we go out in the evening. I might go out tomorrow morning, depending on what time I wake up. Could use a good morning scooter ride. I don't necessarily have to run any errands first thing in the morning, so it'd be nice to get out and just ride around, see what's happening. Maybe on a Saturday morning, before it gets too hot. So I don't know. We'll check it out. And yeah, you too, Big Boys PEV, and Marnie, and Ride Along, and everybody. Dean, hello. Glad everybody made it in. It's great to spend some time with you. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button. I guess we're going to, and Eric, thank you. Um, we're going to wrap it up for now, I guess. Maybe take a ride tomorrow morning. We shall see. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's too hot, Dean. And when you get the humidity in there, too, that's just way too hot. Yeah, I'm sure we're all about ready for summer to be over. I'm sure nobody's ready to shovel snow yet. But, yeah. Well, it's good to see you, Marnie, and everybody, always. Yeah, that's too hot. Way too hot. Hope everybody gets some good weather soon. We're not going to get good weather. We're going to get hot weather, but it's still summertime. What are you going to do? Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Could be in the morning, could be in the evening, could be both. I don't know. So hope everybody has a wonderful, awesome weekend. And take care of yourselves. And I'll see you again soon.